Hello? Let me know if you can hear me or not, anyone. I'm gonna wait for a few people to come on. Look at a couple of notes I had here, things I want to make sure. Uh, going to mute my mic for now until some people come on. I'm going to unmute my mic. Let me know if you can hear me or not, if anyone's on, if you're having trouble hearing me. I had my mic muted for a second, waiting for people to come on. Thanks for joining in. What I'm doing tonight is I'm working on a piece called The Fireman. It's a part of my men's series. I already had the sketch on here. I put this on oriented strand board, and it has like a little foam that was on the base of this. It was like a pallet. So I'm going to keep moving. Trying not to dabble with this too much. Kind of like do a stroke and a stroke. You can get caught up in doing this. I don't want to do that. This has to be very, very loose. So when I go in, I gotta know the mark I want to make. Quick. Or you'll be like there, like dinkling around, like I don't want to do that. This has to be quick. I have to get this part done super quick because I don't want to tighten up right here. Gotta get my color mixer on here. I'm putting some red, yellow ochre. I'm gonna mix that up with a little bit of that burnt sienna and kind of black mix I had. Kind of gonna start making the color that I'm gonna have pretty dominant in the shaded areas. Not dark enough, so I'm gonna put a little bit of, not gonna put it right on there, I'm gonna like gradually mix this in here. I want to turn it to still not dark enough. May have to break down and put a little black out. Put too much of the red out. Separate some of that. So almost there where I want it. Almost. Yeah, this is it. Almost looks the same as that. It's just a little richer. Real quick strokes, and then you'll see them starting to come together, almost like a puzzle. And I want to do this quick because when I put the next layer on, I still want this paint to kind of be wet. This is acrylic. It dries pretty quickly. Angle brush. Try to keep the brush a little wet too. You'll see the firefighter starting to come together. Remember, I'm trying to do this part like super duper quick. I don't be dilly-dallying. I got this brush, the little one I gotta do here. And dilly-dally with this a little bit. Just outlining kind of some of the features on the hat here. Fill in later. Face is not going to be so. It's coming together good. You'll see when I get to the next phase how it'll start to look. It's already looking nice, just right at this point, but there's so much more we got in store. Oh, I think I have a question here. Let me see. Hold up. Oh, what's up, Kenny? Back at you. All right, let me get back over here. It's looking real good. I gotta step back sometimes and just like kind of take a look at it. Yeah, it's gonna look super nice. I started that first layer over top. Coming together super nice. All right. All right, we got our next phase here. Nope. I'll get that symbol back. Just want the shape for now. Just what I didn't want to do, dilly-dally, and I'm doing it. Okay, moving right along. All right, let's start putting some little brightness in his outfit here. You know what? I need to cut the outside of there to... You know what? I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to do just what I was about to do. Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Just trying to make a stroke at a time and not do like keep making continuous motions. You kind of got to discipline yourself, because you really want to like go juke juke juke, but you can't. You just got to do a stroke, and that's it. And it's not gonna come out right if you don't do that. You want to have some control, but not a whole lot of it. And I have like a burnt sienna. Oh no, I have yellow ochre, white, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of red in every now and then, and like some lemon yellow every now and then on here. But right now I'm just kind of making my little strategic moves, if you want to call it strategic. I'm just playing right now. But I remember I got to maintain, even though I can do multiple strokes with the paint I have on here, but I can't like go back and forth. And this is a layering process. See, I know I want this on. And you'll see it better when I start cutting the person in a little bit. I'm doing this thing right here on oriented strand board. It was some material that was a site next to me. They were doing construction and they used these for pallets, and they had this foam on the back of them. Yeah, this is coming together nice. Okay, let's see. Red right here. This is all red here. This has to be a heavy red stroke here. Yeah. Got to get in here real good because this is where one of the foam pieces were right here. And I got my arm, see it's going over top of this foam, so it's kind of funky the way I got to put this arm in because I'm going over top of this stuff here. Wow, coming out super nice. I'm gonna wait to do that scarf last. See how this goes. Picked up a piece of that, I don't know. Remember, it's a stroke. Try not to make stuff's gonna go over top of that. But I try not to. It's a stroke, stroke, stroke. Let's brush off. And it's a layering process. Little tube thing right here. It's gonna go right here. Something's gonna go there. I'm just leaving it here so it stands out so that I don't forget my little thing that I'm gonna put right here. It'll be my little reminder. Yes, this. Leave that alone for now. It's starting to come together. I'm gonna have to let that dry, but I know that color about to change. I would normally let this dry a little longer before I tackle it, but for the sake of doing this video, trying to give you guys an outline because I can always come back over this stuff later so you can get an idea of what's happening. It's gonna be a belt buckle there. It's gonna be some type of canteen thing here. Forgot what they call that little thing they carry right here. I'll get the name of it. Got that other belt coming over here. I'm just using a little bit of white paint to cut out some more of the stuff that I'm gonna put on here. This isn't gonna be the color of it, but it's a good way to start separating some of the shapes that I want to. I know that his suspender thing or whatever, that little thing they carry over here, that's gonna be here like a strap. They got a strap and they got some equipment that they talk on off that strap right there. So I'm gonna put something there. And then in here, I'm gonna decide on the color that I'm gonna put in here. It's like almost like I don't know if they call them scarves, but it's like it is like a scarf. I think they can throw in front of their face for smoke and stuff like that. So, but I'm gonna try to do the fireman some justice when I get finished with this piece right here. Man, look how it's coming together already, and it's like still in this like really abstracted form right now. And the thing is, I just been covering with paint and not trying to at this point do any type of detailing or anything, but you get the general idea where we going with it. But before I do get off, I do want to cut in around the shape so you can start to see how it really is coming together for the next phase. I do know up here at the top, and I'm gonna put that in right now. I'm just gonna come with this brush here, get it wet a little bit, and I'm gonna come just up with a streak of blue. Like, I know that that's gonna be in here too. It's not just gonna be that blue. Sometimes I just grab too much of the colors. I know that that's an element that's coming in. Throw little sprinkles of that on there. Then once that dries, I'm gonna put the next element that's gonna be going up top. I love these little Hershey Kisses. Okay. Work on the background a little bit more. I try to keep the paint and stuff in one spot, but it never works. Should have set up a bigger palette or another table for it. Next time I'll put another table here for the paint. Normally I'm not painting in front of the camera. I will paint differently, especially when I get down to the bottom. I'll show you something. But listen, you guys, if you want to sign up for one of my workshops, I have an abstract workshop, collage workshop, plus you can have one-on-one sessions. Those are cool too. Put some more white in here. The one-on-ones, they're 6. I don't still think that's light enough. That's not light enough, but it's okay for down here. So I'm gonna put a little here, like across here. I'm gonna have to make it lighter, but while I have this, I'm just gonna do this. Get this off my brush, what I have on here, because it'll work over here. Perfect. See? Ended up having to use for it after wall because it just did something to those buildings there. Okay, now I gotta get this much lighter. I got it. Yes. So now you can kind of see better. I got to step back every now and then myself too. I don't want to get any of that blue I just put on there on this brush, so I got to be very careful right there. It'll turn it somewhat green. Okay, let's work some more coming down here. Remember, I don't mind if it mixes with this little burnt umber that I have over here, but definitely not that blue. Because down here, it doesn't matter because it kind of blends in with this pretty good. Now I can dilly-dally because I'm cutting sections in. So it's okay right now what I'm doing, going back and forth with the brush. Now a lot of this is going to mix with that brown, but I don't care because I just want to get this shape of this arm here. I'll work with that later because I'm going to lighten around that building anyway. Let me step back and look a little bit. See, when that blue dries, then when I come up with this lighter color, and just little bits of that blue will show through. Not a whole lot. Remember, I'm just cutting. This is a very, very loose painting, super loose brush stroke. I'm not trying to make this realistic. We're just making it realistically what we want it to be. How about that? Realistically what we want it to be. So right there, I've got to bring this arm out a little more. It's right here. Let's see. It's got that like little pipe thing there. Now you can see them a whole lot better. I just picked up a little bit of glue on this thing by mistake. Let's get some more yellow. Wow. Dilly-dallying with this a little bit. Oh, I picked up the wrong. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry up a little bit, and then I'm gonna finish formulating this off. We're gonna get it. Coming along pretty good. So I think I'm going to pretty much stop at this point right here. This needs to dry for a while for what I want to do next. It's not much I can do. I need to let this dry for a little bit. But you can see it's starting to take shape. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's KJL Podcast Channel. And we'll come on with part 2. But right now, as I said, it's a little bit too wet for us to continue. So, I really appreciate you for stopping through.